Yo, what's up? It's the King the Prince back again with another album reaction, and today we've got a new album dropped by DaBaby, Blame It on Baby. So this is his third album in what, maybe just over a year now, because last year he dropped Baby on Baby, and he dropped his second album Kirk, which is his surname, I believe. And I think he announced this like earlier on this week, I believe. So like most rappers nowadays, or most artists, they just announce it out the blue. And I can tell that DaBaby kind of wants to keep his foot on the gas pedal, because like I just said, like he's literally dropped it. This will be his third album in literally just over a year, and it's been like quite a good year for DaBaby. Like he's blown up quite a lot. I won't say I listened to DaBaby prior to last year, but his previous album to this, Kirk, was a decent attempt actually. I quite like it, to be fair. Blame It on Baby's debut album was good actually, and I think I won't say his intro to the game, but his introduction to like the mainstream has been pretty well received, I believe, to be honest. But coming into this new album now, I'm not sure what to expect. I noticed that it's quite common that his past two albums, they don't tend to go longer than like half an hour. Like this is what 33 minutes, the length of this album, which is good, to be fair. A lot of artists nowadays, especially like with this streaming era, like to make albums a lot longer, just to, you know, for the revenue and whatnot and for streams. But it's good that it's good that the album's short. So we have 13 tracks. There's quite a few features. We've got Quavo, Future, Roddy, Ricch, YoungBoy Never Broke Again, a Boogie with the Hoodie, London on the track, Ashanti, and Megan Thee Stallion. Decent features, if you ask me, to be honest. It's kind of interesting to see how this album will play out. I know that a lot of people like to, one of the criticisms of DaBaby, and I do kind of agree with this, is that he sounds the same. And they're saying that if it's not broke, don't fix it. But at the same time, when you're in the music industry, I think it's good to be versatile, and I agree. Like his flow is quite repetitive, and certain tracks do sound the same. So coming into this new album now, I'm gonna see if DaBaby's gonna take that criticism. He probably won't, because he'll probably feel like, you know what, he's making money off this, so why change it up now? But yeah, hopefully this album doesn't have that common theme where a lot of the beats or his flow are similar to previous tracks. But yeah, I'm interested to see where he's gonna go, like where he's gonna take the direction of this album, Blame It on Baby, because to me, I don't think he's the most lyrical rapper, but he does have good wordplay. Don't want to ramble on for too much longer, so yeah, we've got DaBaby, his first studio album, Blame It on Baby. So we got track number 1 called Can't Stop. Let's go. Yeah, so far DaBaby's coming quite strong actually. Like the beat is just hitting straight away. His flow, he's just snapping. Good intro to the album. Like Diddy said, we can't stop and we won't stop. Okay, so the intro track, Can't Stop, and Baby's just talking his shit basically, and I think that's a good track to start off the album, because like he's saying, he can't stop. This is literally his third album in a year, like literally just over a year, dropping 2 albums last year, his first project this year. And like I was saying in my intro, like he's literally keeping his foot on the gas pedal, and DaBaby's killing it in the game right now. So what more can I say? But we're coming into the second track now, called Pick Up, featuring Quavo from the Migos. Go. Oh, can you hear the flute in the background? One thing that I do notice though with DaBaby's beats, I feel like the drums in it sound quite similar. I don't know, it's just me, but the drums definitely sound similar. But let me not do too much talking. So far, not too crazy on it, to be honest. Halfway into the track, let's see what Quavo has to say, to be honest, because I'm interested in how his feature is gonna influence the track. Quavo, pick up, don't pick up the phone. I'm trapping I'm quite surprised by that track, you know, it wasn't as good as I thought it would be personally after a first listen. Quavo's feature didn't really add much to the track, if you ask me. Like, DaBaby definitely had a better verse. Yeah, I thought that track would have been a lot better. I'm not sure if Quavo and DaBaby have done a track together before, but if this is their first track together, then I'm a bit underwhelmed, just a little bit, but hey, this is the first listen. The track can always grow on me. So yeah, we're coming to the third track now called Lightskin Shit, featuring Future and Jetson Made. It's 1 minute, 51 seconds. Like, what kind of track is under 2 minutes?
Yeah. Oh Lord, Jetson made another one. My shit on my lasso. I was pretty bitch and need an asshole. Let's go. Lightskin shit. She fuck with me, she tell me ran the score up. Put my dick down the throat till she throw up. Hard to hide out the they know us. With the hell, that's a big fat. I done cut up the wrist on my sleeve. Like I'm suicidal on the jet.
That track was way too short. 2 minutes. Like, what's that about? Like, I was feeling Future's verse quite a lot, actually. It would have been good if, you know, he had like another like 16 bars on that. But DaBaby definitely has a good beat selection, if I'm honest. Like, there's no doubt about it. Like, his beat selections are good. Track number 4 now, and it's called Talk About It.
I'm just talking nigga out of us. My mama taught me how to use a rubber. I was 6 years old trying to sell a nigga candy. All I knew was how to get the...
Hold up a sec. Did he just say my mother taught me how to use a rubber?
Never met a nigga like me. Really about whatever from the bottom like the basement. The bottom. 2020, 20 on the lawyer. 27,000 for a jet, I never bought. Everybody in the county treat a nigga like the truth. All the nigga know is hustle. Once $1 million nigga gotta stay up out the trouble. I'm the realest nigga in it. Let me talk about it. I'm just talking nigga out of us.
Okay, that was kind of a sick verse there. Actually, he switched it up a bit. I just feel like so far the tracks do sound quite similar. I can't lie to you. Like, I feel like halfway through, like when he's gone into his the second half of his verse on that track, I feel like he did kind of switch his flow up a bit. I don't know. I feel like the cadence kind of switched, which I kind of liked actually. But yeah, 4 tracks in, the beat selections aren't bad, but they sound very similar to what I've been saying in my intro. So we are now on track number 5 called Sad Shit.
Baby, I know my old bitch miss me.
Wait, is that DaBaby? Because no one features on this track. Nah, it's not DaBaby. I really cannot tell if that's DaBaby singing or not, because there's nobody else featured on this track. And he did say, let me switch it up. And I did say I want him to kind of be a bit more versatile. So, see, these are drums that I'm talking about when I say it sounds very similar to what we've heard already. Was it really that sad? Not too sure really. It was quite upbeat if you ask me, but to be fair, just like I was just saying though, like DaBaby, his songs sound the same. This was actually something different, and I can appreciate that, to be honest. It wasn't too bad of a track. I still can't tell if that was DaBaby singing, but if it is, that was a semi-decent effort, to be fair, because I don't think we've heard anything like that. Well, I haven't heard anything like that but from DaBaby before, so the fact that he's actually included a song like this where he actually is singing a bit, it's something different, and you can't really... I mean, it's like one of the things you can't complain, you know what I mean? You say that DaBaby sounds the same, a lot of his tracks sound the same. He gives you a track that's different to what he's done, and it wasn't too bad actually. So maybe in the future he can give us a bit more of that type of like song. So we are now on track number 6 called Find My Way. Okay, so far this is I wasn't expecting that. Like the last 2 tracks now he's been singing. I know I've only listened to like 12 seconds of it, but okay, I wasn't expecting this. So let's see how this pans out. Yo, I'm surprised, you know. I was not expecting a track like this from DaBaby. That was pretty good actually. Like, the last 2 tracks kind of threw me off because like I just didn't think DaBaby was gonna like put any tracks like this. This one was like Find My Way. It was very slow, pretty much like a not a love song, but it's like a rap love song, if you know what I mean. Like with the acoustic guitar in the background. If DaBaby has like no other tracks like this on the rest of the album, I think I'd be okay with it, because at least he's thrown in 2 tracks now where he has switched up a bit. So now we have track number 7, Rockstar featuring Roddy Ricch. Another guitar. Hey! Yo! Hold up a second. Yo, this back half of the album now we're coming into, well actually we're like halfway into the album. The way he switched it up, actually, I really wasn't expecting it. Okay, man. Okay, DaBaby, I see you. Suburban. Oh shit. I should have known Roddy Ricch was gonna pull through on this feature, you know, because damn, that was probably my favorite track so far, you know. I think I can tell you that's a track that will probably end up playing on the radio. It's very different, to be fair. Like hearing DaBaby like singing on the last three tracks is has threw me off a bit, but I like how he has switched it up, and he's shown some versatility, which is what I said I wanted to see coming into the album, and so far he's done that. Like these haven't been bad attempts, so another good track from DaBaby still. Like I was feeling that a lot. So now we have track number 8, Jump, featuring YoungBoy, Never Broke Again. Nah, I wasn't feeling that track at all. It was partly to do with the instrumental, like the beat, wasn't really feeling it, but it wasn't terrible. DaBaby's verse wasn't bad, but I think it was YoungBoy Never Broke Again. Just was not feeling him on that track. I feel like he did not add anything to it. Definitely my least favourite track on the album so far, to be honest with you. Like, nah. My favourite part of the song was probably when it finished. Nah, I'm kidding. Nah, it wasn't that bad, but nah, I wasn't I wasn't feeling that track at all. So we got track number 9 called Champion.
Everybody talking down, acting like they know me. I'm a champion, like LeBron.
Yeah, that was just another cool track, to be honest. I don't think there was anything really special about it, really. It was just quite, like, minimalistic, you know? Like, he didn't ask for handouts. He went down the cash route. Okay. I don't know what really to say about the track, to be honest. It was just cool. Okay, like, not my favorite, to be honest. So we got track 10 called Drop, featuring A Boogie with the Hoodie and London on the track. That kind of sounds like Quavo. I have to be for real, yeah, a lot of these artists get saved by the producer because the beat carries them. I'm not gonna say like the beat carried DaBaby, but I'm just saying that London on the track, though, that was a dope beat from him, and this was actually one of the best features so far that I've listened to on the album. Yeah, the beat was hitting. A Boogie actually dropped his feature actually helped boost the track as well, to be fair. Like, I'm not the biggest A Boogie with the Hoodie fan, but him added to the track actually helped boost it. So yeah, we're coming to the last few tracks now. We got track 11 called Blame It On Baby, which is obviously the title of the album. I'm waiting for it to drop. Here we go. I'll never be a fool and think she me. I'm the type to let her hoe do what she want. I'm the type to let a bitch do what she please. The whole run away with slow down. I'm starting to think that y'all the police, nigga. You know the shit you see on IG, you don't know me, nigga.
let's go. You cross the line, gonna have to.
The way that the beat like started off and then it switched, I was like, oh shit, like the baby was about to snap. And then like he said, the beat just switched back and then it was just like, oh, okay, well, ain't that some shit? Like that was a good track, but man, I was really ready for, like, I was really waiting for the beat to really drop and then the baby to just start like spazzing out, but it didn't really quite come. So yeah, I'm a bit underwhelmed by that actually. It wasn't a terrible track, but where I thought the track was going, it didn't kind of go there. Like it was like here, then it got there, and then went back down again. I was ready for it to go up there, but didn't quite reach the heights. So we got track 12 called Nasty featuring Ashanti and Megan Thee Stallion. Oh jeez, it's one of those type of tracks. Oh man, Ashanti's killing it. Damn, girl. Put it in like butter. God damn. I mean, damn. Dope track. Ashanti, man, what can you say, man? Boy, legend. In R&B, she's like literally one of the best vocalists. Like, man, could you ask for a better feature from her? Like, that hit the spot, to be honest. Her vocals really added to the track. And the track itself is obviously, as it's titled, Nasty. It's obviously a sexual track, but I think having Megan Thee Stallion on it, considering like the way that she raps and her, if you listen to her lyrics, very explicit. So I feel like she fit the track very well, and it was a good effort by like everybody, to be honest. DaBaby, Megan Thee Stallion, and Ashanti. Like her voice just killed it, man. Onto the last track, the 13th track, Amazing Grace.
I broke you up, we had to steal our food. We cut like that, steal from us, shit, we rob nigga. Let's go, 7-figure nigga. Thank you God, it's a miracle. Okay, on the lights and you see.
So there we have it. Blame It on Baby. It was pretty good actually. I feel like majority of the tracks I pretty much liked. There was that one with YoungBoy Never Broke Again. That's definitely, thinking back now so far after the first listen, even after the first listen, that's probably my least favorite track, to be honest. But yeah, most of the tracks I was actually feeling, to be fair. I think the standout tracks for me so far on the album is Lightskin Shit, Rockstar, Drop, and Nasty, which are ironically all the ones that have a feature on it. I think that this album was another decent attempt from DaBaby. I say attempt, but it was another decent project from DaBaby. I'm not too sure where I would rank them in terms of his albums. I'll have to listen to this a lot more times, but it wasn't a terrible album, to be honest. I liked how I feel like he did listen to the criticism saying that he raps about the same, not he raps about the same shit, but he raps the same, or he sounds the same, or his songs are very similar. There's a good 3 tracks that were very different actually, and he actually saw like a more vocal side to DaBaby, where he actually did put some like singing onto it, and I do appreciate him actually attempting to do that, because let's be honest, none of these rappers, when they hear these criticisms, they don't have any right to really like take our criticisms as music listeners or as fans and like take them on board and actually pull it on an album. And the fact that he actually dropped some tracks where he did switch it up a bit, I do appreciate that, to be honest. Like, there weren't too bad tracks either, to be honest, because it could have sounded left, like it could have sounded so bad, but actually it didn't. And Blame It on Baby, I'm not too sure what the album title means in context of like the tracks that I've heard. Hopefully like DaBaby can just take a bit of a back seat now, because he's dropped 3 projects in the past year, I don't think people are really craving the music that bad, and sometimes I feel as though letting the fans sit and wait a bit brings up the anticipation for when you do drop again. So hopefully he lets his album kind of, you know, pan out for at least the rest of the year, and maybe drop something like the second half of like next year maybe. But considering, like, if you look at DaBaby's track record, he probably ain't gonna do that. He's probably gonna drop an album second half of this year, in all honesty. But Blame It on Baby, for my first listen, was a good effort, to be honest. The features were really good on the album. I think my favourite track was probably Nasty with Ashanti and Megan Thee Stallion, because Ashanti's vocals are, oh my gosh, damn, like I was saying, man, she's a legend. And you might not know it, but I am a proper R&B head. I love my old school R&B, and Ashanti back in the early 2000s, boy, she was just on her shit, man. I'm definitely gonna give this album a few more listens to kind of give my final thoughts on it and see where I rank it, to be honest, because I think so far out of his albums, I think I prefer Kirk. I think it's hard to say because I've only listened to Baby on Baby and Kirk a few times each. So I think I'll have to listen to this I'll have to listen to them all a few more times to really decide on what my favorite album is. But yeah, it wasn't a flop. Definitely experimented on this album, which is what I wanted coming into the album. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts of the album. Drop them in the comments below. Leave me a thumbs up if you like the video. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe as well. But yeah, until the next reaction, I'm out. Peace.